Lane assignments in lane 2, Woolmers. Lane 3, Petersfield. Lane 4, the Queen School. Lane 5, Manchester High. Lane 6, Hydel. And in lane 7, Excelsior. Box 1. Box 2. Box 3. Mr. Starter. Away they go then for the class 1 girls 4x100 meters relay. Hiding on the outside in lane 6. Good lead off leg for them. So Hydel continues to hold the advantage. The rest of the field playing catch up at the moment. This may be their 18. So Hydel with the lead. Woolmers on the inside in 2. But it's all Hydel here. So Hydel will get the win. The Monterey on for second. And Woolmers will get that position ahead of Excelsior. Then Petersfield 44.59. Meters to go. She has for company Khadija Coombs of St. Jago. And then Manchester High's Rihanna Morgan. So Williams of Alphonsus Davis holds the lead. Has for company Coombs. So just about 250 meters to run. Williams and Coombs, the top 2 here in this second section of the girls class 3 800 meters. Manchester High's Morgan in 3rd. So Williams and Coombs will come into the home stretch momentarily. So Williams holds the advantage and begins to pull away here from Coombs. So Tabriel Williams of Alphonsus Davis, cruising here in section 2, will get the win ahead of Coombs of St. Jago and Morgan of Manchester High. 2:18.64. That's quick. So the penultimate section of the girls class 3 800 meters on the way. Jada Fletcher of St. Jago, the early leader. Shania Grant of Hydel in 2nd. Behind her, then from St. Catherine, in 3rd is Thomas. 400 meters to run. Reynolds of Alphonsus Davis. Alphonsus Davis's Reynolds goes to the front. Thomas of St. Catherine in third. Grant of Hydell in fourth. 200 meters to go. Alika Reynolds of Alphonsus Davis leads Fletcher of St. Jago. They come into the home stretch in the morning sun. It's Alika Reynolds, class 3 girls, 800 meters. Fletcher of St. Jago can't keep pace with Reynolds as she pulls away from the field and should definitely improve on her season's best time. 2 minutes 21.59. St. Jago's Fletcher is third. Grant Hydell made that. Fletcher, St. Jago's second. Grant Hydell.
This is why I do basketball.
One more section to come then in the girls class 3. So the final section on the way, class 3 girls, 800 meters. The fastest time so far, 2 minutes 18.12, courtesy of Tamara Williams in section 2 from Alphonsus Davis. Her teammate Shanine Thomas now leads in section 3, and their teammate Reynolds would have taken section there from Petersfield. Seems to be Belair's Akoya Brown in third. So into the home stretch now. And it's St. Jago being passed here. And that's Akoya Brown. We'll double check that one. 2 minutes 31.13, the winning time. So 2 minutes 18.12 will be the fastest time recorded. So the class 2 girls, 800 meters on the way. The event sponsored by Full Circle. Three sections in total. 800 meters as well. Saw her 2 weeks ago at Stets. Part of that 4x14 that Hydell have assembled. 400 meters to run. Campbell, the leader, deciding to challenge, and challenge she does. She goes by Campbell. So Samuels was 6th at Champs last year, Misha Jane Samuels, and looking to make some improvements this year. So Samuels of St. Jago will take the field into the home stretch. Misha Jane Samuels from Abigail Campbell of Hydell. That's your top 2 as they come home to the line. 2 minutes 18.10 seconds, the fastest time this year so far. That's going to be bettered here, courtesy of Misha Jane Samuels. 2 minutes 14.48. So 2 minutes 14.29, the adjusted time for Samuels of St. Jago. So the winners, Hydell, 46.61 seconds. St. Jago was second. That's their B team, 47.28. Third, St. Catherine, 47.40. Fourth, Manchester, 48.19. Fifth, St. Mary High, 48.63. Sixth, Woolmers, 49.33. Seventh, Holy Childhood, 49.35. And in eighth, Excelsior, 49.100 meters. Just going back in time just now. Earlier this season, that was some 2 weeks ago, And Gao goes to the lead here. So just about 150 meters to run. It's Taifa Gao of Hydel from Kitania Headley of St. Catherine. They're followed by Rihanna Gale of St. Andrew High as they come into the home stretch. Gao, then Headley, then Gale. It's Gao of Hydel. Class 2 girls, 800 meters, section 2. Gao will get the win in section 2 ahead of Headley. So Gao stops the clock at 2 minutes 18.76. That's the unofficial time. Headley second and Gale of St. Andrew High in third. 2 minutes 19.38, the official time for Gao of Hydel to take section 2. So the final section of the class 2 girls, 800 meters on the way. 2 minutes 14.29, still the time to beat. That done by Misha Jade Samuels in section 1. Alicia John. Hydel's Ali Mullings in second. So coming to the line here, the competitor from Alphonsus Davis. And finishing strongly, that seems to be Kristen Edwards. Rather into technicals, Carissa December. Of course, she's from Guyana. 2 minutes 26.47. And it's Johnson, the competitor from Alphonsus Davis. Full field for section 1. Some interesting names in this one. Watch out for Shanine Clark-Giddings of Port Antonio. Was a medalist at class. The leader though, Kishero of Alphonsus Davis, the fastest junior in Jamaica this season at 2 minutes 13.33. So Kishero holds the advantage with 400 meters to go. Shanine Clark-Giddings of Port Antonio lies in second. A medal in this event back in 2017 or 2018 rather. So Rowe will take the field into the straightaway. The battle on for second though. Shanine Clark-Giddings of Port Antonio and maybe Katie Johnson of Hydel. But no stopping Kishero. Look at the clock. And look at Kishero go. Class 1 girls, 800 meters. That is a nice time. That's a good time. 2:09.49 for Kishero. So Kishero of Alphonsus Davis continues her good early season form. 2:09.23, the adjusted time for Rowe. So the second section of 2, girls class 1, 800 meters, 209.23 the time to beat. That will take some work though, as the field comes into the home stretch. This is Danielle King of Hydel. She has the lead, was 6th in the finals last year. And that's at Champs. Second, from Alphonsus Davis, is Carleen Temple. So as they head back to the back stretch, it is King of Hydel with the advantage. Daniel King from Temple of Alphonsus Davis. Sean Waters in the mix as well. She was just outside the medals in her first year at Class 1 last year. Won a medal at Class 2 for St. Mary High. As they come into the home stretch now, it is Daniel King of Hydel who holds the advantage. Waters of St. Mary High in second. And Temple of Alphonsus Davis, that's your top 3. So King will go across the line to take the second section in 2 minutes 13.30. Waters second and Temple in third. As we await the adjusted time for King of Hydel, it comes out 2 minutes 13.07. And this, of course, is the Class 1 Girls 800 meters, sponsored by Niche Financing. In lane 7, from Camperdown, Jada Cooper. In lane 6, representing Adidas, the 2018 CAC Games 400 meter hurdles bronze medalist, Rhonda White. Come on, let's make them feel welcome. In lane 5, representing the Racers Track Club, the 2018 CAC Games 200 meters bronze medalist, let's make welcome Janine Williams. And in lane 3, representing Bulmers, also from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Alia Frederick. The lineup for the women's 400 meters. These ladies look to get their season away here at the Camperdown Classic. Rhonda White has started fast, so too Janine Williams. Big credentials to their names and already showing their favorite tack on the track. It's Williams. Lovely hair color as well as they get to the 200 meters. Williams and White. White on the outside, Williams on the inside. They're then followed by Camperdown Scooper. As they come into the home stretch, Rhonda White with a slight advantage. Williams on her shoulders, into the home stretch they turn. It's Rhonda White who leads the 2018 CAC Games 400 meter hurdles bronze medalist. Looking to get her season with a bang. Rhonda White will get the win in the women's 400 meters. Janine Williams will go across the line in second. A strong start for her as well. 53.84. The time for Rhonda White, unofficially here, taking the women's 400 meters. Williams 55.13 in second, 53.60. They adjusted time for White Frederick of Bulmers 1 minute 0022 in third, and Cooper Camperdown 1 minute 03.39. the outside for Dintil. We have got ahead of the starters. On the inside we have Scarlett of Manchester High. 13.50 the flash time on the clock. Negative 1.5 meters per second the wind speed. Clean start, first time of asking on the outside is Street of Proceeds in 8. Also going well in lane 3, that's Manchester High's Ashman. It's Ashman with a slight advantage coming to the line just ahead of Street. Ashman will get the win. Street may have been second, and Celsius Atana Smith was also in the mix. 13.52 the time for Ashman of Manchester High, negative 1 point. Away they go then, clean start for the third section. It's Belair's Christopher Brown on the inside in 2, the strong start. So Brown with the advantage coming to the line. Brown wins it. Maybe Herbert Morrison's Janaya Christine second, just ahead of Petersfield's Anisha McKenzie on the inside. Negative 2 points. Clean start, first time of basket, heat 4. This is a girls class 4, 100 meters on the outside is Parker of Magotty from St. Jacob's, Campbell in 1. So Parker ahead of Campbell, and in third would be Green, also St. Jago, 13.22 the flash time. Negative 0.6 meters per second, 12.97. So here they go for section 5. Girls class 4, 100 meters, sponsored by Premier Optical. And going strong is Janine Stewart of Excelsior. It's Excelsior Stewart from St. Jacob's, more at 4. Stewart will win it, more will be second. Negative 1.3 meters per second, the wind speed 13.33 for Stewart. More 13.76 in second. Clean start here, it's Alpha's Ali Ross who got the best start of all. Ross pulling away from the field. The rest of the field playing chase up here now, it's Carr in second. Ross wins in Carr of Petersfield is second. And maybe Manchester High's Whittaker on the inside in third. 13.68 for Ross, Carr 14.12 in second, Whittaker 14.3. So where they go here, it's Morrison of Clarendon College. Front court Small in the mix as well. Morrison and Small going to the line. Morrison will win it, Small will be second. Nice jump for joy there at the end for Morrison of Clarendon College. 13.93 her time. Away they go then for heat number 8. Johnson of Hyden on the outside, storming away here. Second fastest athlete at class 4 this season so far, Johnson. At 12.66, the time on the clock though, 12.91. Negative 1.6 meters per second, the wind speed. Irvin, 13. Away they go then for the 9th session. And it's Heidel's Gabriel Morgan going fast to the line. Morgan will get the win ahead of Query of Wolmer's. And Johnson of Excelsior, 12.95 the time on the clock. 12.70 for Morgan. And that moves her. Good start here for Kaleandra Brown of St. Catherine in lane 3, but on the outside, Immaculate's Ayana Blake storming forward, and in lane 1 is Lewis of St. Catherine. It's Lewis of St. Catherine who's going to get the win ahead of Blake of Immaculate and Brown of St. Catherine. 14.09 the flash time. Zero wind there. here they go then, first time of asking. And a good start for Palmer in lane 7 on third court. But look at lane 4, that is Horton of Gainsted. It's Horton of Gainsted who get the win ahead of third court Michael E. Palmer. 13.61 the time, rounded down to 13.34, negative 0.5. Lane 2 from Excelsior, Cornelia Camperdown. So here they go, first time of asking. And in the middle of the track, that is Gabriel Miller of St. Andrew, but on the outside flying is Kelowna Hamilton and the Excelsior's Camperdown. Hamilton and Camperdown close at the line. Negative 0.9 meters per second, the wind speed. 13.29 for Hamilton. Okay, they go first time of basket. This is section 14. On the outside is Sutherland of Camperdown College. On the inside in 1 is Rose of McGrath. But it's going to be Sutherland of Camperdown College who's going to get the win. Second may come from lane 2. That is Keanu Reynolds of Alphonsus Davis. 13.64 the time on the clock, negative 2.3. So here they go, and a good start for Wilnera and Jada Harris in 3. She pulls away from the field. Mackenzie for season 7 tried to go in with as well as Supreme the inside of St. Jude's. But Wilnera in Harris gets the win, 13.53. Negative 1.6 meters per second, the wind speed. 13.26 for Jada Harris. You get called? Regina Lyseth of Herbert Morrison runs out of lane 2, which means our more Porter Tony is not there. On the outside is Smith of St. Mary, and on the inside is Lyseth of Herbert Morrison. Lyseth will get the win ahead of Smith of St. Mary High. 13.78 the flash time. Negative 2.6 meters per second the wind speed. 13.51 for Lyseth then for section 17. Edwards of York Castle the lead ahead of Brown of St. Jago. So Edwards will win it. Heidel's Mills was finishing strongly. 13.6, that's 13.35 for Edwards. Ahead of Brown 13.57 of St. Jago and Mills 13. So that was section 18, 13.83 the flash time. Clean start first time of Haskins. Brown got up well from Immaculate. Also going strongly is Treasure of St. Catherine, and from Port Antonio is Bourne. It's Leche Brown though, and Bourne going fast to the line. Brown and Bourne very close between the two. 13.51 the flash time. Negative 4.6 meters per second the wind speed. 13.24. Clean start away for section 20. Girls class 4, 100 meters. Lane number 5 is Morgan of Bridgeport, but on the inside in 2 is Heidel's Nelson Brown. Nelson Brown will win it ahead of Morgan of Bridgeport. Negative 1.3 meters per second, 13.49 the time on the clock. The following athletes, please report to the presentation area. This one, class 2 girls, 800 meters. Mr. J. Samuel. Okay, they go then for the... So it's third time of asking. Trisha and Grant of St. Diego in 5, and Manchester High Smith on the inside. That will be your top 2. Lane to 4.4 meters per second, the wind speed. 13.29 the time for Grant. That's Trisha and Grant of St. Diego. Smith 13.97 in second. Away first time of asking, victory number 5. That's Emily Small, but on the inside from Alpha, that's Alicia Howell. Howell of Alpha with the advantage, coming to the line, Howell will win it. For second, between Samuels of Magotty High and Longridge of St. Hughes. 13.93 for Howell, Samuels 14.50 gets the nod for second. For Campions, Dennis in lane 6. It's Dennis going best of all. Dennis still with the advantage. Manchester High's Honeygun comes into the mix too, but it's Dennis who hands on to get the win. 13.44 the flash time, negative 0.6 meters per second the wind speed. The time adjusted to 13. So Heidel's Arian Nelson with the lead ahead of Locke of St. Andrew High. So Nelson of Heidel will get the win. Locke will be second, negative 2.4 meters per second the wind speed. 13.69, rounded down to 13.41 for Nelson of Heidel to come. Okay, they go first time of asking, class 3 girls, 100 meters. Marshall of Woolmers going well, so to St. Catherine's, Linda out in lane 7. On the inside from Heidel is Mitchell. And it's going to be Marshall who gets the win ahead of Mitchell of Heidel. 12.81 the flash time, negative 4.5 meters per second. Clean start, second time of asking. St. Diego's Powell got up winning lane 4, storming away from Ascot's Tuller. This is Excelsior's Pommings now. Pommings gets the win, and then St. Diego's Powell will be second. 12.69 the time on the clock, negative 2.2 meters per second the wind speed. 12.42 the time. Away they go then for sectional track, section 3. And it's Heidel's Johnson on the inside to Williams. So Johnson of Heidel and then Williams, the top 2. Negative 7.7 meters per second the wind speed. $13.27 for Johnson of Heidel. 13.82 for Williams, her teammate, running out of lane 1 in second. Away they go first time of asking for the 4th section of this girls class 3 100 meters, and it's Curtis of St. Thomas Technical. There's actually Jobson of St. Catherine, 12.79. Here they go then for section 5. And a good run here from Charles of Happy Grove. Trying to stay first, Fuller of Belair. Throwers of Happy Grove will get the win. And Fuller of Belair hanging on for second. With the rush of Carby from St. Hughes in the mix as well. 13.01 for Fuller. section F. And going well is Davis of Knox. And on the outside is Dodd of Campion. So Davis and Dodd close at the line, 13.88 the flash time. Negative 3.2 meters per second is the wind speed. Let's see how they were separated. Dodd of Campion gets the win, 13.61. Davis Knox 13.66 in second, and Howell 14.08 of the Queen's School is third. So this is Seville of Intel Technical, ahead of Gillespie of Gainsted, 13.56 the flash time. That was section G, negative 3.1 meters per second the wind speed. Clean start, first time of basket. On the outside, it's Campbell of Wolmer's, also going well in two, that's White of St. Jago. Campbell and White, the top two. Campbell, it's White of St. Jago wins it. Campbell in the second, 13.87 the time on the clock. Negative 5.0 meters per second the wind speed. Away they go, this is section I on track. So going well is Steertown Academy's Palmer. And on the inside, Johnson of Manchester High. Palmer will get the win. Close for second as Barrett of St. Hughes and Johnson of Manchester went across almost at the same time. Negative 4.0 meters per second the wind speed. 14.35 the flash time. 14.08 for Palmer. So Palmer first time of basket their way here. Cross three girls 100 meters. It's Lawrence of York Castle. Also going well on the inside is Nugent of Gainsted in lane 3. Then storming forward, Wesley of Clarendon College. It's going to be lane 3. That is Rebecca Nugent of Gainsted, just ahead of Wesley of Clarendon College. 13.73 the time, the flash time. Negative 4.9 meters per second the wind speed. This is the Grace Foods sponsored Class 3 girls. Here with first time of basket. The ball comes running, the ball on the inside as well in the middle of the track by Excelsior Williams and Bell of Wolmer's. It's Williams of Excelsior from Bell of Wolmer's. Williams wins it, Bell second. And in third from Ferncourt, that's Allen. Negative 1.7 meters per second, 13 seconds flat for Williams of Excelsior, 13.13 for Bell. So when they go first time of basket on the outside, is Dawson going well, being pressed low by Birthright of Manchester High. It's Birthright of Manchester High from Dawson of Happy Grove, and on the inside is McBean of Alpha for third, 13.60 the flash time, but Shamoya Birthright of Manchester with the win. 83.2 meters per second the wind speed. 13.34 for Birthright of Manchester High. Outside is the middle of the track with his first coach, Jabin Bailey. So Jabin Bailey of Perkins will get the win. Ahead of Camperdown's Johnson and Alpha's Denman. 13.06, 13.28 the time adjusted for Thompson. So we may go then for section N. And it's Harvey of Excelsior with the lead ahead of Adderley of Camperdown. And Mill on the outside of Holy Childhood. But it's Harvey who wins it. Adderley will be second, 13.97. Negative 6.4 meters per second the wind speed. So on the inside, that's Adora Campbell of St. Jago. Across the line, just ahead of Felicia Bell of St. Mary High, 13.12. The time on the clock, negative 3.8 meters per second, the wind speed. So section P away here. Minot of St. Mary High, 6, and on the inside with some high knees, that's Dylan Cans of St. Jago. Cans will win it. Just ahead of Minot, and on the outside was Little Technicals Ellis. 13.29 for Cans of St. Jago. The wind speed is negative 2.4 meters per second. 13.49 per second for Minot of St. Mary High. So here they go. In lane 1, Jadian Mackenzie, the Queen School. Lane 2 is Tiana Reed, Heidel. 3 is the... So lane 4 actually is empty as we get a good start here. It's Fletcher Heidel storming away here on the outside. Her teammate Reed on the inside in 2 also flying. It's a Heidel 1-2. Fletcher will get the win. Her teammate Reed will be second. And in third, maybe Petersfield's Godfrey. 13 seconds flat for Fletcher. Negative 6.1 meters per second win. Reed 13.24 and Godfrey 13.97. Clean start here. A good start for Len Kelly. Now beginning to press is Lewis of Murgrove. Lewis of Murgrove from Immaculate Kelly. Lewis will win it. Kelly will be second. And in third will be Jarrett of Mona. 12.94 the time on the clock for Dwayne Lewis of Murgrove. Negative 3.2 meters per second the wind speed. 12.69 the time for... So here they go then, first time in asking. And on the outside is Ashika Thomas of Murgrove. And on the inside is Sterling of Wilmers. A sterling performance here by Zonnie Kamen Sterling. She'll get the win ahead of Jaleesa Campbell of Clarendon College. 12.89 the time for Sterling of Wilmers. Negative 2.7 meters per second the wind speed. 14.05. Off they go then for section T. It is Doherty of Mona with a good start. In lane 6 is Robinson of St. Mary High. Coming forward is Morgan of Herbert Morrison. It may just be Herbert Morrison's Leonie Morgan who got the win 12.94. Negative 4.0 meters per second the wind speed. 13.96 for Morgan of Herbert Morrison, getting the win in section T. And here they go first on the basket. And on the inside in 2, that's Rajana Price of Alpha. And St. Mary Hines Bailey. But it's Price who gets the win. And Bailey in second, 11. Let's leave that alone. That's negative. And there's no win. So 13.24 the time for Price of Alpha. Bailey 13.51. So section B over here. On the outside is Heidel's Denise Smiley. In lane 2 is Foster of Alpha. It's going to be Smiley though, who gets the win ahead of St. James. Siobhan Williams was finishing strongly, finishing ahead of Foster of Alpha. 13.72 the flash time, rounded down to 13.46 for Smiley of Heidel. Williams St. James 13. England in Hazel were medalists at Class 3 champs last year. Johnson though saying Camperdown got up well. Looking lane 3, that's Abigail Wolf up for the child with it. Abigail Wolf is going to upset the cricket jar. Wolf wins it. Hazel on the inside, maybe there for second, 12.50. The flash time, negative 3.5 meters per second. 12.22 for Wolf. Hazel 12.38. Clean start for Summer Basket. Jody and Daly Heidel got up well in lane 3 on the outside. Amelia Green going strongly. But look at Heidel's Jody and Daly come back into the picture. It's Jody and Daly. Heidel is going to win this one. Close for second, maybe Michaela Sutherland of Manchester ahead of Aliana Anderson, also Heidel on the outside, 12.57. Time rounded down to 12.32 for Daly, negative 3.6 meters per second the win. Okay, they go then for section C. On the outside in lane A, that's Sheppy of St. Mary High. On the inside, Campbell, Camperdown, and Sheppy and Campbell. Sheppy with the advantage though from St. Mary High, and she wins. Ahead of Kamoy Campbell of Camperdown, 11.9. 84.5 meters per second, the wind speed. The flash time. It ignores, we go to the official time, 12.94. So just 4 competitors in section D. On the outside in 8, that's Brianna Campbell of St. Jago, moving away from Denovia Johns of Manchester High. So St. Jago's Campbell will win it. Johns will be second. Beckford Magati and Pagan Denby are next across the line. 12.47 for Campbell. Johns 12.87. So here they go then for section E. 5 competitors in this one. Shanoya Oliver of St. Catherine being chased by Palmer of McGrath. It's Palmer and Oliver. Palmer gets the nod. 13.32 the flash time. Negative 2.7 meters per second the wind speed. Palmer of McGrath, the winner, 13.05. Oliver St. Catherine, 13.10. And Beckford, 13.74. So as they come storming to the line now. On the outside is Walker of St. Jago. 12.98 the flash time. So off they go then for section G. Lane 2 is Linton of McGrath. On the inside goes Williams of Alpha. Williams of Alpha getting the win ahead of Linton of McGrath in 2. 13.74 for Williams of Alpha. Negative 1.2 meters. You start second time of asking. Just in the lane number 4, that's Paris Baker of Camperdown. Being pressed by Taylor of Magazine. It's Brown and Taylor. Brown of Camperdown hands on, gets the win. 13.51 the time on the clock. Negative 4.3 meters per second the wind speed. 13.23 for Blake of Camperdown. Taylor 13.27 in second. 13.71. So Shakira Morris going well still 2 and 8 the square Rollins of St. Andrew. It's Rollins of St. Andrew will win it. Close for second between Morris of Manchester High and Stevenson of St. Hughes, but Aliyah Pessoa Rollins gets the win, 13.09. Negative 4.0 meters per second the winning speed. Stevenson 13.37 in second and more. Away they go, first time of asking. A fast start on the outside for Theodora Griffiths of St. Jago, but look at lane 2. That's Rihanna Allen of Manchester High, she has the advantage. Allen will win it. Lane 6 with Dennis of St. Mary High is second. Negative 2.8 meters per second, 12.61 for Allen, 12.79 for Dennis, and Taylor 12.93 of Excelsior is third. Away they go, a bullet start for Isha Morris That's Aisha Morris of Camperdown, but on the outside, look at Bennett of St. Jago. It's Cheyenne Bennett of St. Jago is motoring from the field. Bennett wins it, 13-1-3. Thompson of St. Andrew High in second. Negative 0.8 meters per second. The winning time, the wind speed, the winning time is 12.85. Thompson 13.67 in second. Clean start here. On the outside, that is Shanice Ramsden of Petersfield. Receives his Grizzle in lane 2 also going well. But it's Ramsden of Petersfield with the advantage. The teams from the west showing their best. 12.70. The time rounded down to 12.45 for Ramsden of Petersfield. Grizzle of Receives 12.63 second. Negative 2.5 meters per second the win.
And you know,
where they go second time of asking. Leon Johnson of the Queen School in lane 7. From her teammate Gardner, 13.44. The flash time, negative 2.7 meters per second the wind speed. 13.17 for Leon Johnson of the Queen School. Her teammate in lane number 2, that is Akeda Barrett of Manchester High. On the outside is Bailey of Alphonsus Davis. Samoya Bailey wins it ahead of Barrett of Manchester High, 12.97. Negative 2.4 meters per second, the wind speed, 12.70. Clean start, first time of asking. Excelsior Shakira Roden in 4 got up well. On the outside is Emmanuel of Camperdown. Roden and Emmanuel, these two battling to the line. Emmanuel and Roden close there. Maybe Roden of Excelsior, 13.16 the flash time. Negative 2.2 meters per second the wind speed. So off they go then for section P. Check out lane 2. That is Rassian Roach of Herbert Morrison. Going away from York Castles to Shauna Fagan. So 13.14 for Roach. That's Gillette of York Castle in second, 30. Clean start and the way they go. Heidel's Olivia St. John in lane 2. Going well, so too Sudlow of St. Catherine in 6. It's Smith. Make that St. John and then Sudlow. Also finishing strongly was down on Port Antonio. Negative 3.8 meters per second is the wind speed. Away they go then, first time of asking. It's a full field. Camperdown Shanton Reed in 6 got up well. On the inside, Paris Brown of Port Antonio is there as well. It's Brown was going to win ahead of Alia Morgan of St. Catherine. Petersfield Samantha Mackinnon was finishing fast too. 12.98 for Brown of Port Antonio. 12.13 to so 5 in the final race to take us out. Cornelia Hope of Camperdown in lane 7, and on the inside McCormack of Bridgeport in 1. It's McCormack and Hope. McCormack may have gotten it on the inside there, 12.82. The time on the clock, negative 2.5 meters per second, 12.55. The time rounded down for McCormack of Bridgeport ahead of Cornelia Hope of Hewlett St. Catherine, and lane 7, Shanty Price St. Mary. Alana Reid, the bronze medalist at the World Under-20 Championships in the 200 meters, storms away from the pack. Let's watch the clock. It's Reid of Heidel going very strongly here. 11.82 the flash time. Price on the outside of Manchester High. Hewlett St. Catherine finishing fast too. And so too Burbridge. 11.64 for Reid. As she continues her rich vein of form. Negative 2.0 meters per second the wind speed. The first heat of the class on the 24x4 medalists, Alia Baker in 4 and Anika Makarov also world on the 24x4 medalist in 6. Away they go then. A good start for Makarov in lane number 6. Also going well is Baker. It's Baker and McAnuff, then Myers. It's a Heidel trio here. Baker the winner, McAnuff there and Myers. Negative 1.5 meters per second. 11.79 for Baker. McAnuff 11.95. And Myers 12.28. Section C, very close here as they come to the line. Maybe Sienegay, Leslie of St. Jago. Negative 2.4 meters per second. It is Leslie of St. Jago 13.03 with the win.
If you ever put that thing at the roof,
Abbott 13.05 of Petersfield in second, 13.07 for Davis. Away they go then for section B. A good start for Jamar Patterson of St. Catherine High. Finalists of the 400 meters at the character games. So look to the center of the field. That's Beckford of Manchester trying to get back to Patterson. Beckford wins it. 12.93 the time on the clock. Negative 2.7 meters per second. 12.66 for Beckford. 12.69 for Patterson. 12.84 for Martin, the top three. Clean start, first time of asking. Lane number 5. Made that lane number 6. Elise Clark. And lane 7, Kayla Michelle O'Connor. Mount Elite. 12.95 for O'Connor. Rounded up to 12.67. Rounded down rather. Clark in second, 13.11. So here they go then for section F. On the outside in lane 7, that's Chloe May Wilkes, but in the middle of the track from Dintil, Odessa France. Odessa France cruising here and will get the win. On the inside, Camperdown of Wolmer's was also finishing strongly. 13.13 for France of Dintil. Negative 4.7 meters per second. Camperdown Wolmer's 13.36 and so away they go then for section G. Petersfield's Janine Richards with the advantage on the inside. There's Janine Cato of Port Antonio comes storming forward. It's Cato ahead of Richards. 13.13 the time. Negative 3.3 meters per second. The wind speed 12.85. The time adjusted for Cato. Richards 13.02 and Watt 13.48 in third. Section here. Daniel Kent in 1, Camilla Gordon of Alpha in 2, Shaheen Bryan, Manchester in 3, Mavian Williams, Queens in 4, Alicia Phipps, Wilmers in 5, Hannah Reed Nintel in 6, Joanna Whitehorn Heidel in 7, and Tenine Thomas, St. Mary Technical in 8.
Summarizing it.
Away they go, then a good start for Manchester High. Shaheen Bryan on the outside for Heidel in seconds right on. It's Bryan of Manchester High low. Bryan is going to get the win. And in second from out of lane 4, Mavian Williams of the Queen's School. And Whitehorn of Heidel also there. 12.72 for Bryan of Manchester High. Negative 3.7 meters per second the wind speed. So St. Mary High to make the change again. So St. Mary High continues to hold the advantage. Maggot is still chasing. St. Mary High, then Maggoty, then Marlgrove, Clint Gangster.
4x400 meter.
It's all St. Mary High here in section 1. Manatee turns into the home stretch now as St. Mary High comes across the line. 3:57.06 the flash time. So under 50 meters to run now for Manatee. They'll finish second. World Grove. Into technical. Lane 5, St. Andrew High. Lane 4, Camperdown. Lane 3, Port Antonio. The lineup for section B of the girls open 4x400 meters relay. Please stop, St. Diego, please stop. So we may go then for the second section of the girls open 4x400 meters relay. Just to let you know, all persons who will be involved in the opening ceremony, please know that following the conclusion of the next section, which is the final section of the girls 4x400 meters relay, that the opening ceremony will commence immediately thereafter. That's the opening ceremony will commence immediately after the conclusion of the final section, section 3, which comes up after the one on track now, and you need to be in place at this point in time. So St. Diego and Detail Technical, the top two teams at the moment. Look at lane 4 though, that's Camperdown. So Camperdown looks to take the advantage based on the stagger. They have the home crowd support here. Will it count in section 2? Camperdown ahead of St. Diego. Then St. Andrew High. Then Detail Technical. In that Port Antonio in third, followed by Detail Technical, then St. Andrew High. Camperdown though continues to dictate things at the front. They begin to press once more into the straightaway. Camperdown leads St. Diego, 2 changes to come. Port Antonio also in the mix. It is Camperdown being caught and passed by Port Antonio. Port Antonio will make the first change on this leg. Just ahead of St. Diego and then Camperdown. So Port Antonio holds the advantage, 1 change to come after this. St. Diego and Camperdown at the moment battling for second. Three minutes, Super 6-8 here the time. Done by St. Mary High in section 1. Port Antonio leading St. Diego and Camperdown into the straightaway. They come once more. Port Antonio, they have picked up the pace here at 50 meters to run. Port Antonio will change first once more. St. Diego begins to pull away from Camperdown. The final change made by Port Antonio. The final change made by St. Diego. Now for Camperdown. Then Detail Technical. 300 meters or less now to go for Port Antonio. St. Diego in second. The gap though a bit too wide. 200 meters to go for Port Antonio. St. Diego still still chasing. Camperdown hanging on in third, into the technical. Pressing as well. But it's Port Antonio who comes into the home stretch with the lead. Port Antonio from St. Jago. Then into the technical, followed by Camperdown. Port Antonio will take section B ahead of St. Jago. 3:52.27, the flash time. St. Jago comes across the line in second, and Linton in third, 3 minutes 53.31. So that time, the fastest time so far. Lane 5, Wolvers. Lane 4, the Queen School. Lane 3, Excelsior. Lane 2, Alphonsus Davis. That's the lineup for the final section. Section 3, up 3, girls open 4x400 meters relay. So let's see what transpires in this third and final section. The time to beat, of course, 3 minutes 53.31. That was done by Port Antonio in section B. So Excelsior, they have gone up quite fast. Also Heidel on the outside. So Heidel with the early lead based on the stagger. Wolvers also looking strong. They have gone by Petersfield. Excelsior is in the mix as well. This is Heidel. That looks to be Abigail Campbell, the baton for them, the two-time medalist, 4x4 medalist. The World Under-20 Championships last year in Cali, Colombia. So Heidel leads Excelsior. Followed by Alphonsus Davis, seems to be Kishiro, the baton for Alphonsus Davis. Runners giving chase as well. Petersfield and the Queen School, though, they have a lot of work to do. So Heidel continues to lead. Excelsior, then Wolvers, then Alphonsus Davis. That's the top 3 teams. Made up top 4 teams. So Heidel comes into the home stretch now. Away from Excelsior. Battle on for third between Alphonsus Davis and Wolvers. But it's Heidel who continues to hold the advantage. Wolvers, they have moved from 4th to 2nd. Ahead of Excelsior, Alphonsus Davis trying to go with them. Heidel makes the change. 10 Wolvers. 10 Excelsior, Alphonsus Davis too. Heidel though the one to catch. You get the feeling that the team at the front, barring some miracle, has this one wrapped up. And the battle will be on for second. So Heidel continues to lead. At the 200 meters mark, one more change to come for them. Alphonsus Davis in second. Followed by Excelsior. Then Wolvers. Heidel into the home stretch once more. Kent. With small baton. Heidel running out of steam, but still leads. Wolvers back into second. Ahead of Excelsior and Alphonsus Davis. There's a Heidel. I would say not a miracle. They continue to hold the advantage. Wolvers go in second, followed by Alphonsus Davis and Excelsior. That baton slip up goal for Heidel has not deterred them though, as they go back to the front and expand their lead. 200 meters to run. Wolvers in second. Seems to be Excelsior in third, then Alphonsus Davis into the home stretch their turn. It's Heidel. Heidel in charge. Bulmers in second. Excelsior pressing in third. They have gone shoulder to shoulder now with Bulmers. Heidel ball is comfortable away. Heidel will win it. Excelsior will be second. And Bulmers will go across the line in third. Followed by Alphonsus Davis. 3:49.87. The fastest time recorded on the day. 3:49.64 the adjusted time for Heidel. 3 minutes 51.86 for Excelsior.